Tuesday, June 2nd. Welcome into another episode of Daily Dingers brought to you by Better and Green. I absolutely love this card today, guys. I have sides, I have team totals, I have props. Can't wait to get into the free plays for you. But before I do, I have to tell you why you really need to consider subscribing to Better and Green right now. We're doing daily MLB Monday through Friday, daily NHL and NBA through the remainder of the postseason, weekly auto racing, UFC, PGA. We will have some World Cup coming up as well, and WNBA coming up. And I am just red hot right now covering all of these sports. Gonna go over some numbers quick. Since April 20th, guys, 58 and 31 official plays run for myself, over 65%. NHL playoffs were 12 and 3 since from the start of the playoffs till now. 12 and 3. That's 80% in the NHL postseason. NBA since that April 20th mark, 17 and 7. That is almost 71% in the NBA every play. 5 and 1 MLB last week. 5 and 1 WNBA. That's season. Well, I started betting the WNBA last week for the year, so 5 and 1 start to the WNBA. Auto racing, we're on an 8 and 4 run, including an outright win in last week's NASCAR race. That includes IndyCar and NASCAR. Last 7 weeks, we are up 43.25 units of profit. All sports, all plays. As a 1 unit flat better, and year to date, guys, plus 29.51 units of profit. So we had one of the worst runs we've ever had around March. Really have just bounced back so strong. So, guys, I'm giving out free plays. Most of these plays that I'm playing, I'm giving out free on these shows. In the NBA shows, the NHL shows, the NASCAR shows, the MLB shows. I'm giving out all these plays for free. So, consider hitting that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. If you like this video, hit the like button. Leave me a comment if you have some time. And also, guys, check out bettergreen.com. Like I said, I have a ton of leans on the MLB card today. We have a massive WNBA card. We have a Stanley Cup playoff game 1 tonight. There's a lot going on, and I have a ton of plays, so bettergreen.com, check it out. I will be posting a ton of my free plays there. I'm giving you 3 here in the show. I'll also tweet a few out, eBainbridge26 on Twitter X. Give me a follow, guys. Really appreciate it. Let's get into the plays. Gotta hurry this one up here. First game up, 6:40 Eastern between the Detroit Tigers and Tampa Bay Rays. My Detroit Tigers. Scared to wear the fit here. I don't know if they can string 2 together, but we have minus 140 on Tampa as your home favorite, plus 120 coming back on Detroit. I'm going to look at a team total in this one. I like Tampa Bay over 4.5 team total runs at plus 105. This is really a kind of a fade on Detroit's pitching staff, but also a play on Tampa. So I do like Tampa in this spot here, but I think there is some value on Tampa Bay going over that 4.5 number. They put up 9 against Detroit last night. They've now gone over 4.5 runs, or they've scored 5 or more in 8 of their last 10 home games. And you look at Detroit, they have Jack Flaherty on the mound. Now, I've watched almost every single Detroit Tigers game this year. Flaherty is the worst pitcher in that rotation. The bullpen is terrible, and the bullpen got extremely taxed yesterday in a game where they shouldn't have really even been involved. Tigers led 8-2. Bullpen gives up a ton of runs, and then you have to go to some of your best arms in that bullpen. Yeah, it was just kind of a meltdown. Starter Ty Madden only went 3.1 innings yesterday, so Holton got work, Hannafy, Summers, Finnegan, Breesk, Will Vest pitched a lot there to close out that game. This bullpen sucks already. Now they're incredibly taxed. They're going to have multiple guys that they can't use tonight. And Jack Flaherty is kind of fade material as well. He, on the season, I mean, he does not have good numbers. He is 0-7, 5.81 ERA, 1.61 whip, 64 strikeouts, 30 walks. Yeah, I like Tampa in an offensive explosion here. I think they go up and over 4.5 runs, plus 105 for play number 1. 6:45 Eastern between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Boston minus 135 home favorite, plus 115 coming back here on Baltimore. Shane Baz against Connolly early in this one here. Now, I do like the Boston side, but at minus 135, I think we can get more value on Shane Baz under 17.5 pitching outs at even odds. Baz, he just pitched 7 innings in his last start. Pitched, I believe, 98 pitches. So kind of had some high work there. I expect a little bit of fatigue out of Baz today. And, I think Boston, like I said, I like the spot for Boston. I think they can tag Baz here a little bit, get his pitch count elevated, and really that's what we need here. We need his pitch count to be elevated, getting up into the 6th inning or, into the 5th inning. We saw it yesterday with Joe Ryan. His pitch count just wasn't elevated quite enough. We needed like 5 or 6 more pitches for him to likely get pulled under the 17.5 outs. He ends up getting right to 18. So, yeah, I do think Boston can elevate Baz's pitch count here. I think he's a little bit fatigued from his last outing. We don't often see him go 7, sometimes 6, which would be 18, but he's had a lot of starts staying under that 17.5 outs. And after a strong start last time out, I expect some regression from Baz, and I do like the spot for Boston here. So I think Boston tags him here just a little bit. We'll go Shane Baz under 17.5 pitching outs for play number 2. And our final play, 7:05 Eastern start time, the Cleveland Guardians heading to the Bronx to face the Yankees. Cleveland plus 200 as your road favorite, minus 250 here on the Yankees. Hey, we liked Colorado plus 1.5 yesterday. It got there for us as our one official play of the day. We're going Cleveland plus 1.5 at even odds in this one. I just don't like this price whatsoever. Yeah, you have Cam Schlittler on the mound going for the Yankees, probably going to be the Cy Young winner this year. I like to back him. He's great. 7-2, 1.5 ERA, 0.85 WHIP, 81 strikeouts to 13 walks. But I do not like the spot here for the Yankees. I really like the spot for the Guardians. They have Joey Cantillo on the mound, 4-2 on the year, a 3.57 ERA, 1.40 WHIP, 52 strikeouts, 31 walks. I think he can hold his own here against this Yankees lineup. And as for the spot, Cleveland coming off a 6-game homestand where they went just 2-4. They took 1 out of 3 against the Nationals and then 1 out of 3 against the Red Sox. They did lose each of their last 2 games, Saturday and Sunday, against Boston. So I like that they had the day off now to travel, short travel from Cleveland to New York. Off 2 losses. I think there's some urgency here for Cleveland. They still lead the division. Need to keep putting their foot on the gas here. I like the spot for the Guardians. Meanwhile, I do not like the spot at all for the Yankees. They are 6-1 in their last 7. They are coming off a 5-1 road trip where they swept the Royals in Kansas City, then went all the way out to Sacramento, took 2 out of 3 against the Athletics, including their game on Sunday where they put up 13 runs in the 2nd or the 3rd inning. That was all they would need to win that game 13-8. So probably feeling very good about themselves. They had a further travel than what Cleveland did to get back home. And I think that day off can be a momentum stopper here for the Yankees. So I think we're getting a really nice price at plus 1.5 on the Guardians at even odds. Guys, that will wrap it for Tuesday's episode of Daily Dingers. Quick recap. Rays, team total over 4.5 at plus 105. Shane Baz for the Orioles, under 17.5 pitching outs, even odds. And Cleveland Guardians, plus 1.5 runs at even odds. Shop around. I'm sure you can get all of those a little bit higher. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, consider subscribing to our channel. It is a great time to subscribe right now. One thing I didn't mention, we have a lot of big NFL trades going on right now, so doing some instant reaction videos to those. If you're interested, go check them out. They're at our page, AJ Brown and Myles Garrett. And then we're doing the NHL, NBA, auto racing, PGA, and UFC. We'll get into some WNBA and some World Cup here. Stanley Cup Game 1 goes tonight. Check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy your night. We will see you next time for another episode of Daily Dingers, brought to you by Better and Green.